we're back for another day working on the school bus. Today we are finishing what we started in the last video. We are finishing the new walls. Finished? Not finished. Not finished. If you guys haven't seen the last video, we built these walls, we insulated them, we wired up some plugs, put on the plywood, and started to put on these vinyl wood planks. Now, I messed up in a couple locations, and we are going to start off by fixing those mistakes. But I also wanted to say I'm a little salty. To adhere these vinyl planks to this plywood, I used this construction adhesive, which says it adheres to vinyl right there, and PVC and foam insulation, and wood and drywall, and pretty much everything known to man. It definitely did not work. Like, it kind of worked, but it kind of didn't. I mean, it's like holding them up enough. I don't really know what happened. I'm guessing it was too cold out when I did it last time and they didn't adhere properly, but it seems like it's only like the last few that I did that aren't sticking right, like this one, that one, and those two. The middle ones and the ones over there seem to be sticking fine, but I don't know, it's kind of annoying. In the last video, we added some house plugs and some house wiring, but I didn't exactly do it properly. Let me show you. The problem is that these walls are too thin to put a metal box. If you don't know, most house plugs have like a little, I don't know what exactly it's called, I forget honestly, but it's like a little box to make sure that it doesn't touch anything, make sure it doesn't short out, and to make sure everything is all safe. The wall's too thin, so we couldn't put one in, and we could have done the same thing that we did with the speakers and make like a little adapter, but it wouldn't have looked great, and I didn't want to do that, so I kind of just put the plugs in without putting a box around it, and that's a problem because we've got some bare wires exposed on the plug right there, and we've got a metal wall right there. Metal wires happen to touch that metal wall, it's gonna short, it's gonna cause bad things and possibly burn the entire bus down. So we're gonna fix it. I'm not going to go back and add a box because, like I said, we can't really do that. What I am going to do is tape up all the connections with electrical tape, make sure the wires aren't bare anywhere, make sure there's no bare metal, and then I'm also going to paint the metal wall. So there's gonna be really 3 lines of protection. Number 1, the tape on the wires. Number 2, there's gonna be paint on the wall so it won't be bare metal, so even if the wire does touch the wall, it won't spark, shouldn't cause any shorting of any sort. And number 3, the most important, is that each plug here is going to be on a separate fuse, so if it does happen to short, then the fuse will pop. Kind of like I just burped. And that should prevent a fire or anything bad from happening. It'll just pop the fuse, and we'll have to fix it, put a new fuse in, and we're all good. So 3 lines of defense, I think it should be good. I'm glad all of you guys mentioned this, because if you wouldn't have, I wouldn't have known it was wrong, and I wouldn't have known that I would have burned down the bus. That wouldn't have been good. So I'm glad you guys said something, and I'm glad I'm here to fix it. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started by fixing the plugs, and then we can resume putting the wood planks on the wall. So, all the connections are taped up. I'm gonna spray some paint down there. All the plugs have been properly electrical taped. There's no bare metal showing, so hopefully that does the trick. So we got the majority of this wall all done, but now we have to do the top. The annoying thing is that this is only 3 inches This is only 3 inches tall, and a plank is 6 inches tall. So we're gonna have to cut all the planks in half. And it's not very easy to cut these because you cut them with a knife. So it's just gonna be a little time consuming, but oh, he's so cute. Alrighty, we got one wall finished. It looks awesome. It kind of looks a little out of place just because it's, you know, it's like a little cube of nice wood and a bus. But once we have everything else in, it's gonna look awesome. And it matches the carpet so well. Which makes it look nice in here. Now we're gonna go ahead and mount this plug right here and then go over to the other wall. Our bus has a wall plug. That's so sick. The overspray on it makes it look a little less sick, but I'm gonna just paint thinner that off or scrape it off, but a bus with a wall plug. For this being my first time wiring, doing vinyl, doing walls, I think it's decent. You know what? I'm happy with it. We're making some pretty good progress on the other wall. I'm sorry I haven't filmed much of this wall, but with the windows and the weird lighting, it just doesn't look good. It's not really worth it. Plus, you already saw me do that wall. It's not that difficult or interesting, so. Does this look like spectacular or what? We got our beautiful vinyl wood planks. Our awesome plugs, they're super sturdy, everything lined up, everything worked. We had enough planks, although we didn't have enough to do that area, but I'm taking out this little heater, so we'll do that once the heater is taken out anyway. Like I said, once we decorate this upper spot, have shelves and furniture and bunk beds all in here, it'll look much more in place. Axel, what are you doing? I'm really glad I didn't try to do this in the middle of the night in the last video because it would have taken so long. It took like 4 or 5 hours to do all this stuff. It's not hard, just kind of like cutting, making sure everything fits well, gluing, pushing. I'm gonna leave the heater on tonight, so hopefully it'll be warm enough in here, and hopefully, no, don't scratch the, it's okay, don't scratch it. This is brand new, Axel. You might be asking yourself, what are you gonna do on the edges? For instance, what are you gonna do here on this top edge? Or there on that edge, or in the corners? On this top ledge, we're actually gonna be doing like a little shelf / windowsill along the entire bus. The reason why we're not doing that yet is because, well, we're going to be putting cabinets and furniture up against the wall, so we're going to put all that stuff in first. And then for all the corners, we're just going to get those, like, the door trim, I don't know what it's called, but just like house trim. It smells so good in here now, like all the construction stuff smells really awesome, like the new carpet, the vinyl, the glue, it smells like a brand new house. So nice. Much better than sneaky old kid smell. That was gonna be it for this video, but I know it's kind of short, so let me show you something. Something very exciting that we got for this bus, okay? Any guesses as to what this is? Well, if you guessed paint and all the stuff that we need to paint the entire bus, then you guessed right. Just like the Rally Miata, I've chosen to Plasti Dip the bus. I'll go into more detail as to why I chose Plasti Dip in the videos where we actually start to prep it and paint it, but pretty much it's the cheapest, most durable, and best looking thing that I could get for the bus. And if you can count correctly, we have 4 boxes, 4 gallons in each box is 16 gallons. That's how many gallons we need to properly Plasti Dip the bus. 16 gallons. We used two gallons for that little car. Anthracite gray. It's a really awesome like metallic gray. I know, gray's boring, blah blah blah. But you know what? Gray is like an awesome aggressive color for trucks. It just looks good on big vehicles. So I had to do it. If you guys don't know what anthracite gray looks like, I'll have a picture on the screen now. It looks awesome. Like, you can't complain too much. It's gonna look so sweet on the bus. So yeah, we're plastic dipping the bus, anthracite gray. And now that is going to be it for this video. If you enjoyed, give it a like. If you didn't enjoy, give it a dislike. Do the normal things, subscribe, share, buy stuff. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you noticed anything wrong, anything dangerous, please tell me. Kind of like the plugs. Hopefully we fix the plugs. The next thing we're doing on the interior of the bus is the beds. We're gonna be putting like a queen bed right behind me and then a bunk bed up here. And then the electrical system is going to be going underneath the bed. I also hoped that all you Americans had an awesome Thanksgiving and Black Friday and bought lots of stuff. And Christmas is soon, so hey, more presents. Awesome, so I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.